Got you sticks and we don't stop. Keep us up a pistol and make sure you stay all eyes. She like that official, ain't no nigga cross the line. Told her ain't got no missions, but I know she think I'm lying. Oh, you can be my vibe, but I'm not.
Hey, what is cracking with you, Pack Nation? Pack Nation, what is happening? What's going on with you, Pack? Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to all the subscribers. It's your man, King Howie, Cage TV. We back with another vid. And let's get into some Packer news. I know I've been talking a lot about the NBA because the NBA is getting ready to start July 30th. So that's the most up-and-coming sport that I want to see. So let's get into the Packers. You know, the greatest football team in sports history. I don't have to keep explaining that to y'all. All right. Should the Packers keep Tim Boyle? Should we keep Tim Boyle? Yes, we should keep Tim Boyle. Yes, we should go into this situation with 3 quarterbacks on a roster. I know the Packers are trying to finish up signing the rest of the rookies. They haven't really mentioned anything on AJ Dillon's contract, and they haven't mentioned anything about Jordan Love's contract. So I'm pretty sure both of those contracts are still being worked out. Turn my turn signal on. Fresh out the gym. But a lot of questions about Tim Boyle. What should the Packers do with Tim Boyle? Should they keep Tim Boyle? Should they cut Tim Boyle? I think we need to keep Tim Boyle at all costs. As of right now, keep Tim Boyle. And this is the reason why we need to keep Tim Boyle. First of all, Tim Boyle knows the playbook. Second of all, he knows what Matt LaFleur is looking for as far as how he wants a quarterback to run his offense. Third, he has experience. I think it would be pretty naive on the Packers' part to cut Tim Boyle and we got to go in there with a green Jordan Love if a possibility of Aaron Rodgers getting hurt or suffering from an injury that's going to probably put him out for a couple of weeks. But right now, we don't even know if it's going to be an NFL season. Just to go off subject a little bit, Scooter Magruder, if y'all know who he is, he do like the funny videos about the Dallas Cowboys and shit. He was on an interview. He had an interview. I think it was a Zoom chat or Skype chat with Ezekiel Elliott, asking him certain questions, and Zeke said that he don't know if it's gonna be an NFL season. He said there's so many questions that the players going to ask the NFL and the owners and the commissioner how things are going to be ran, and which kind of, you know, with the coronavirus cases going up all across the United States, he might have a point. There might be some kind of delay with the start of the NFL season. You know, they might have to cut some preseason games out. You know, nothing's going to be the same. So we already know that has been established since they stopped sports. But when it comes to the Packers, I mean, there's a lot going on with the Packers. Like, they saying the Packers could lose up to $7 million from fans not attending the games. And it could cost those people that have season tickets, the season ticket, they said it could cost them. You know, some teams want fans at their games. I know Miami is really pushing for it, but now they deciding to push back on a lot of certain things in Florida right now. But the NBA is 100% all ready to go. But with the NFL, Zeke kind of threw that out there that there might be some kind of delay because the players still have questions that they want to ask the league, how things are going to be handled. You know, guys got to fly to, you know, road games, how that's going to be handled, hotel situations. You know what I'm saying? If somebody gets sick on a team, what happens after that? Coaches, staff, you know. So a lot of lot of stuff to think about, along with the Major League Baseball. But Tim Boyle needs to stay on this team. If there is an NFL season, Tim Boyle needs to stay on this team. Oh shit, I missed my damn turn. Ugh. We need to keep Tim Boyle. I don't want to see Tim Boyle get cut. We gonna have to be one of them teams going into the season with 3 quarterbacks. Just we gonna need Tim Boyle just in case something happened. I don't want to go out there try to. I know, Matt LaFleur, I know you want to get that red Ferrari out there on that highway, and I know you want to pop that clutch and hit that gas pedal with Jordan Love. I know you want to do it, and you want to go 160 miles in 15 seconds with Jordan Love. But it's not going to be easy just throwing Jordan Love out there with, the COVID situation and having these Zoom workouts. Like, it'd be better if, if Matt LaFleur and the rest of the coaching staff could be hands-on with Jordan Love. Then, then you could kind of question keeping Tim Boyle. Then you could question it. Do we need him? We don't need him. Do we need him? Then you could, oh shit, I did not even know they had one over there. Okay, we'll go over there. Then you could question on keeping Tim Boyle and then open that roster spot up for another potential player, another guard, another tackle, probably another linebacker. You know what I'm saying? You could use it for something else. But, oh shit. But as of right now, going into this 2020 season, Tim Boyle needs to stay on the damn roster. But this season, I mean, I'm to the point where I'm comfortable with the way Matt LaFleur coaches. I mean, he showed me a lot last year. Coming from all of the turmoil with McCarthy that happened the previous season and him getting fired, and then taking this team all the way to the fucking NFC Championship game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's remarkable, man. You know what I'm saying? That's remarkable for a brand new head coach to come in the league and, go that far. Make noise, you know what I'm saying? Make some noise. So, knowing that you got a brand new quarterback that you drafted in the first round, and you have Tim Boyle still there, it'd be smart to keep Tim Boyle on the team. You might as well make him the backup quarterback and put Jordan Love at the third string, because the more and more film that I watch on Jordan Love, as talented as he is, and the things that he can do on the field, especially thrown on the run. I mean, he does some outstanding things. Don't get me wrong. And I know about, the second year after all of his players that he had there before left, after he had a great season there with a winning record. And then things went sour, new coach, new players, new receivers, you know what I'm saying? And he said that he had to improvise a lot of things just to make things happen, to try to win, which I do like. But, you know what I'm saying, this guy is still raw when it comes to playing a quarterback position in the NFL. College is one thing, NFL is another. You know what I'm saying? How many great college quarterbacks have we seen, you know what I'm saying, are highly talented college quarterbacks that we've seen come to the NFL and just completely fall off the map. You know what I'm saying? Do I think Brian Gutekunst is trying to push his luck a little bit with keeping the tradition alive that the Green Bay Packers hold so high in regard of having, two great generational quarterbacks like Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers? And you could just see, Brian Gutekunst, the new GM, he's really trying to, of course, he loves Aaron Rodgers. He wants Aaron Rodgers to be the starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers for as long as he's healthy and healthy enough to play. And if he's still playing at a high level, then yeah, he expects Aaron Rodgers to be the guy to lead the charge for this team. But you could just tell that, you know, Aaron Rodgers can't play forever. And you could just tell that he wants to keep that tradition alive. But I do see Brian Gutekunst drafting quarterbacks. I think he done turned this thing into a quarterback draft race with all of the teams, because just seeing what he did, not saying that quarterbacks haven't got drafted before, but just usually when quarterbacks get drafted early in the first round, like it'd be 4 or 5 quarterbacks taken in the first round, usually the teams that they're going to have dealt with a sorry quarterback that they're trying to get rid of. Now you have a situation where you have a Super Bowl winning quarterback, probably the all-time greatest talented quarterback we ever seen that can throw the ball down the field. I mean, I haven't seen anybody. I mean, everybody try to, you know, say Dan Marino, but I haven't seen anybody in the league throw the ball like Aaron Rodgers in my life. In my life, I've never seen anybody throw the ball better than Aaron Rodgers. Just the accuracy, just the trajectory, the way he just spin that ball, man. It's unbelievable, man. Some of the passes that he's thrown in NFL is just like, wow, he did that. He threw that. He had the nerve to throw the ball in between the defender's hands right into Devontae's arms and at the back of the end zone, falling out of bounds with barely his knee. And like, you don't see quarterbacks doing that regularly. Like every week you just see the ball just coming out of his hand, and he just makes it look effortlessly. So, you know, it's going that, you know, Jordan Love trying to fill those shoes, those are some big shoes to fill. Those are some big shoes to fill. Now, I'm not saying Tim Boyle can do that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, as far as knowing the game plan, knowing the tempo of how Matt LaFleur wants the offense to be ran, not saying Jordan Love can't pick up those things quick. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he can't be a fast learner. But I would just feel more comfortable, just in case Aaron Rodgers got hurt, that Tim Boyle would be the guy that would be able to at least get us in scoring position. At least get us in scoring position to make plays down the field, I think. But, you know, that's yet to be seen. Who knows what the Packers will do. I'm just telling you what I would do if I was in those shoes. I would, you know, do it according to protocol. But I got a feeling that if Aaron Rodgers were to get hurt, the Packers would throw Jordan Love right out there. Hey, go make it happen. Because just seeing when they make they pick, if you go back to the draft, any draft video that's on YouTube, if you just see the look on Matt LaFleur's face when they got Jordan Love, it was kind of like, wow, he's a little bit too happy about this pick. And then you hear all these stories coming out of Green Bay. Who knows if they're true or if they're rumors or just fabricated media propaganda that they just want to pump in the news cycle, because, you know, the Packers really keep their shit really on hush hush when it comes to the media and the general public about letting out that kind of information. And Mike McCarthy was really Mike McCarthy was really great at that. You know, keeping things in-house. Come on, bitch, turn your fucking alarm off. Walk up to the car, you idiot. God damn. Oh my God, people are so fucking slow. Jesus. God damn. But anyway, the Packers really keep their shit in-house, close to the public. They don't really expose a lot of, what's going on with the details or intel with in a locker room, or injuries, or bullshit coming out of the front office. The Packers really keep their shit, tucked away. So I'm seeing it all on Google. Should the Packers keep Tim Boyle? You damn right we should keep Tim Boyle. I don't want to go into a game, and I don't want to watch a game. Aaron Rodgers get like a toe turf or some shit like that. And then we got to watch Jordan Love, and we winning the game. And we got to watch Matt LaFleur throw Jordan Love out there to the wolves, and we lose the game because they want to see what he could do. And please don't let it be against a divisional opponent, a division opponent. Please don't let it be against a division opponent at all. I do not want to see that. Because if you think about it, majority of the times where Aaron Rodgers suffered a major injury, it came from a division opponent. He got concussed by the Lions, put out the game. He got concussed. Who else? He got his shoulder by the Bears, and then he got his collarbone by the damn Vikings. So it's always a division opponent that's always putting Aaron Rodgers out on the injury list. So I would rather see. I don't want to see Jordan Love get out there and we win in the game by a touchdown, and it's 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and he just go out there and just completely get discombobulated and frazzled and jittery and just can't control things. Like, I feel better with Tim Boyle going out there and at least getting us into field goal range. To seal the deal, like, okay, we up 10. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to a rookie going in there and just can't move the chains because he running out of bounds and he playing reckless and nervous and anxious and hyperventilating and throwing up. I don't want to see none of that shit, man. Just have somebody in there that got some goddamn NFL quarterback experience. So, keep Tim Boyle on the roster.